guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amberly Nicole for the ones that are new. Today we're going to be talking about my celibacy journey. And some of you may know or some of you may not know what celibacy is, and simply it is abstaining from sexual relationships and sexual activity. Now in Galatians 5, it tells us that fornication is the work of the flesh. We all know that God wants us to walk in the fruits of the Spirit. Also in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, she also says that fornication is a sin against the body. We know that sex was put down here for married couples. So when we have premarital sex, it just gets us in a world of trouble. God wants us to live by the fruit, not by the flesh. And sometimes we know that it can be difficult disciplining the flesh. Now that we know that information, I'm going to give you some tips on how to maintain your celibacy life. The reason why I abstain from sex because that's what God requires of me. And anything that's important to God is important to me. And I would love for my life to line up with the Word of God. Now, living saved is a lifestyle. So we know that we must read our Word. We know that we must stay in contact with God and just praying and meditating on His Word day and night. We know that we're still human and sometimes our flesh tends to rise, but when you read the Word, have a prayerful lifestyle. When you praise and worship God, your mind tends not to go to certain areas because when you read the Word, when God says that the words are written upon that heart, we tend not to sin against it. I have been not having problems or having trouble not looking at shows, but we know that sex is all around us in the world that we live in today. So we must be watchful of what we watch, of what we hear, like the music that we listen to, because we know that that all influence the flesh to operate the way that it do. Why am I doing this? Because again, I solely live for God. Whatever His will is for me, then I trust Him with that. We must have trust in God because He knows what's best for us, and we must trust Him with our whole heart. Sometimes we can indulge in things that will satisfy the flesh or satisfy us, but that doesn't mean that it is right. So we have to also examine ourselves each and every day. I am preparing myself for my kingdom spouse, and I know that he is doing the same thing, so I want to make sure that I'm disciplined in that area and I'm not entertaining or having those sexual relationships with anyone. So when you're preparing for your husband, when you're preparing for your wife, you want to live like you're already married, if that makes sense. You want to prepare yourself like you're already married. You want to walk in that because you're walking by faith and not by sight. So we must prepare ourselves as if we're already living with our spouse. And some of the challenges that I have met was the different TV shows that I watch. Again, like different love songs that I listen to. If it's anything that has like fornication in it, I try to fast forward it, or I try not to look at shows like that. But again, it is hard when you're looking at your favorite TV show, so you know what you can handle and what you can't handle. Again, I know God is with us on this journey. You're not the only one on this journey. I'm also on this journey, so you're not alone. Continue the fight, continue to walk in God's ways, and just acknowledge Him throughout it all. And as for your singleness, again, just live like you're married and continue this journey. You have to be prayerful. Again, you have to be watchful of what you watch, and you really just have to give it to God. So I hope these tips help you, and I hope you guys stay safe during the holidays. And yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share with a friend.